is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Hawkeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Iowa State's offense will go on the attack first. Over the years, Iowa has dominated this series, leading at 47-24. But the Cyclones have won 2 of the last 3, but home field hasn't meant much. The road team has won the last 3 clashes for the Cyhawks.
And last year's was improbable because Iowa State, they couldn't score. It was 13-0. If Iowa was better in the red zone, the game would have been over. But Rocco Beck came up absolutely clutch. Goes down the field with less than a minute, Palmer. And the always reliable kickers come up big in a rivalry game. 54 yards for the win at the Horn.
Yeah, I think this was the game that really showed Matt Campbell and his team that they had what it takes to win these tight, close games against really good opponents and really good defenses in a big moment, like what you just talked about with Rocco Beck putting his team in a position to win that game. Iowa State had a special year, reaching the Big 12 title game a year ago, but this was one of those games early in the season you knew there was something special about this team.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Hit as he throws. He's got it. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Beck saved his best for last in 2024. 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely not better first. That was blasphemous. You should never get away with that again. But Rocco Beck, he had a great, solid season. Came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Cyclones will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawkeyes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of him.
It's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way. And when you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low scoring, but it's a lot of physical, tough people on the field.
Yeah, and, people in Iowa, they just love football. And this is a rivalry game that really hits home for so many. Regardless of which side of the fence you're on, in this game, Iowa or Iowa State, it means so much.
Yeah, and there's nothing harder on a defense than when you run play action and you suck me up a few steps, and you got tight ends like this, Palmer, that can run down the field, be a big target, and make big plays behind those linebackers.
Man, they're changing the position now, too, I think, Dave. There are more and more athletic guys playing the tight end position today in college football that can run down the field vertically and make plays like that. These aren't just blockers and guys that catch flat routes. These guys now can hurt you. They've got an outstanding weapon at the tight end position there.
They'll run play action. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
I think you're seeing an example right now of some of the playmakers this offense has and just how deceptive they are. Once they have the football in their hands, they're just so difficult to tackle and bring down. David, they've got some difference makers at the running back position.
And it's really hard when you got backs and speed all over the field, but when you get in the open field, man, it's got to be each other. There's got to be multiple guys coming to the ball carrier at one time so you can get him on the ground. One guy at a time makes it really, really hard. This defense has got to do a better job getting to the football at the same time with some bad intentions. Get that dude on the ground, man.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Makes the catch. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
They'll give it to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Townsend. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arizona took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Wildcats that fired on all cylinders. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Beck. Complete. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. After the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Sauer. At the 40, there he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
To the air. It's Beck. Got it in the middle. It's Townsend. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They go to the ground. He's out past the 35. It's a seam wide open. The 20. He's at touchdown, Hawkeyes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State sending the offense back out. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back to throw, it's Beck. The short hands, it's Sauer. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Green. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove. Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the balance. Move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the ground game. Runs through a tackle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Here comes the heat. Turns it loose. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry.
Makes the grab on the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Beck. Oh, he makes the catch. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Cal just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory, and that's really the standard there in Berkeley. They'll enjoy this one all week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. The sure hands. It's Gill. Fighting off the defender. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gets it out quickly.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
That's caught. It's Anderson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McFarland. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Beck. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the Cy-Hawk Trophy up for grabs, who knows what the second half will give us. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Iowa and Iowa State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Creates a little room. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Hawkeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Powers through the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one. Oh, it's blocked. Defense has it.
And that's huge, not getting that field goal there, because if they made it, this would just be a one-possession game, and they'd be feeling a lot better about themselves right here in the second half. Obviously, still time to go. Game's not over, but the sense of urgency now has gone way up.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Beck. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle. It's Sowell. Inside the 40. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it on the run. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones! The Cyclones keep gaining strength, and Iowa State stretches out its lead.
Man, gaining strength, gaining momentum, gaining belief, right? Like gaining belief that you can get this done. Such a big rivalry game with so much emotion.
Yeah, Iowa feels like they're in a natural disaster right now. They feel like they're in a cyclone. They don't know which way is up or down. They are lost.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Toss sweep to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quickly complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway away from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Running back searching for a hole. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, if you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Got a man, it's Hansen. Wide open spaces. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
They'll run it. Touchdown, Iowa State. And the route is on.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Let's go to this. And check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up 14 over Louisiana Tech. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Hands it off. Nice move to keep running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
The give to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On the run, it's Moulton. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. Got to make sure they're sound in protection. They had one blocked earlier. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Iowa State sending the offense back out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Here's the handoff. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Hansen. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Beck. That's reeled in. It's Sauer. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
That's caught. It's Hansen. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Hansen.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful... to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The handoff. Keep working on that clock. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. On the ground, it's Hansen. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They've been outstanding on 3rd down all day long, and they could... Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclone!
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Shakes off the defender. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Gill. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
At the 39. 2nd down coming up.
And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Iowa State.
One more play to pad the stats. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. There's a long and storied